Maganaduk, welcome to the 33rd annual, the second time virtual Nipissing First Nation Pow Wow here live at the rink in Tigawning Garden Village. Welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome to you at home joining us in our virtual Pow Wow. Again, a second time this year. Nipissing Ojibwe Anishinaabe Indao Tigawning. Tigawning and Don Jaba. My English name, and I'm known by many of you as Bob Goulet. Happy to be your Master of Ceremonies. I've been Master of Ceremonies here in Nipissing for a number of years. Again, an interesting time to be virtual because of public health. I want to introduce you to my great friend, long-time, lifelong friend, and co-MC Perry McLeod.
Oh, bonjour. Enzo Kadijnikaz, Shagid Odam, Bising Don Jaba, Anishinaabe Indao. Yeah, my English name is Perry McLeod Shabgijik. I am Crane Clan. I am also from Nipissing, a proud member, and I'm really excited to be here again, sitting with Bob. I remember Bob when he was born, and you know, watching him grow up and watching him become the man he is today is awesome. And seeing the little ones here today, seeing the videos is going to be such a great experience. So I'm pumped.
Yeah, and I heard you dropped me a couple of times.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm glad again.
Yeah. You did see the sacred fire just before we started, and that's an important part of our gathering. It's an important part of our culture, our Anishinaabe Odswin, our way of knowing and our way of being. This powwow, the theme of that is honoring our sacred fire. Gitchitwa wendog wat ishkode, our ishkode manado, we call that spirit in that fire. And that same fire is that same fire that comes from our Mishom Gizis, that sun that gives us that warmth, that gives us this life and that light that we enjoy today. So we are honoring that sacred fire today. We may share some sacred fire teachings a little bit later on.
We could do that, yeah.
We are going to start our powwow circle, and how we do this in our way is we start with the grass dance. The grass dance is one of the oldest form of dancing by First Nations people, by Indigenous people, and it originates from the Great Plains, that plains where those that grass grows and that wind swirls in that place. And you'll see in that dance how those how that grass begins to swirl with this life that we call powwow.
Yeah, you know, FYI, you know the crop circles that people see from time to time? You know, they'll talk about that's aliens. It's not really aliens. It's grass dancers getting ready for a powwow.
That's right. So we are going to offer you the grass dance special, and it's going to be live. And our grass dancer today is none other than Nibin Nakaji. So we are going to introduce you to our host drum today, and our host drum is the Burning Plains Singers from Nipissing, from Alderville, a few other places in between. I'm going to turn it over to our lead singer, Jordan Mowat of Burning Plains. Take it away. This is your grass dance special. Thank you very much, Burning Plains. Chimigwech, and I apologize. I've been sending people to the NFN Culture and Events page, and people are waiting there for the powwow to start. My deepest apologies. Please go to the NFN Annual Traditional Powwow page. So I did post a little correction there. So my apologies, folks who've been waiting around on that page. Thank you, Burning Plains, and thank you very much to Nibin Nakaji, our wonderful grass dancer. Again, that grass dance is what prepares the powwow arena for our dancers, for those ones that are going to be carrying those leadership staffs of our nations. And that's what's coming up next, is our grand entry. Our grand entry comes to us from a number of understandings. In this way of understanding the circle that we call powwow, it's very much a contemporary event that we do, a contemporary activity. It's not traditionally Anishinaabe specific, although we have used that, and we've adopted it from back in the day when it started as the old Wild West shows put on to entertain the public, and our nations came together and celebrated, shared songs, shared stories, and it was really a celebration of the culture, not in front of people in the grandstands and under the big tents, but after hours when we shared food, where we shared our songs and gathering.
Yeah, and Lakota had the ghost dance, which also sort of merged into these celebrations, where it went from community to community, celebrating culture. So it has a varied original history.
Yeah. And when we use these staffs that you're going to see, our Gima is going to be carrying that. He's really carrying that staff, which was one of our Confederacy pipes that were carried. And I had the fortune of doing some research for the Ojibwe Cultural Foundation for Anishinaabe Nation, and seeing these beautiful Confederacy pipes that were carried, adorned with eagle feathers, and carried by our leadership. So our Chief Scott McLeod will be carrying that. So we are going to go to our grand entry song, and again, it's going to be offered to us by our host drum this weekend, or today, Burning Plains.
Burning Plains.
So looking forward to that. We're also going to ask Enzoket to give our invocation for today, so Perry is going to have a role. Yeah.
Finally, I get to do something.
So I know you're at home. Feel free to rise if you'd like and honor this song, honor these dancers. But if you feel you want to be seated, we welcome you to do that. So this is our grand entry song for the 33rd annual, the second virtual powwow of Nipissing First Nation. Take it away, Burning Plains, grand entry.
Oh.
much. Burning Plains singers all the way from Nipissing First Nation, Alderville, and a few other places, and happy to have them here today as our host drum. As is our custom, it's important that we acknowledge that spirit through that thanksgiving, that mingwecho endum, we call it, that name win, the prayers, the offerings that we make to the Creator, we call Gijeminido, our great kind spirit. And to do that on our behalf, we have got my co-host, and he's at the microphone there. I want you to once again welcome Enzo Kit, Njin Kaza, Perry McLeod, Jobgijik, to give our invocation.
Bonjour. Enzo Kit Dijnika, Shagi Dodem, Bising Donjaba, Shnabe Endao. Today, as every day is, it's a special day. It's a day when we, when we get up each morning, we give thanks to our Mishomis, our grandfather, the sun that comes up every morning for us to share his medicine in those early morning hours when that bidabin, that very first light, he shares with us, signals to us that new day that is upon us. When we gather, we light those fires, those sacred fires that are a connection to our grandfather, that represent that first light, that represent our Mishomis, that also represents the fire within each of us, that spirit. And when we light those fires, it also gives us that opportunity to connect with the spirits, those sacred fires that are on the other side. So we light our fires, we take care of them, we have them burn just right. And those fires are also doorways that allow the spirits to come to visit with us, allow us to offer our sama, our food, our cloth to them for the work that they do. So our sacred fires are very, very important. We honor those fires by lighting them. There was a time when we were restricted, when our ceremonies, which included the fire, were outlawed, but we lit them anyway. We found places we could light them. Today, we bring those fires back to our communities in recognition of the fires that burn in each of us. And it burns bright. And today is a celebration of that. Aho, miigwech.
Chimigwech Enzo Kit, and it's so important to acknowledge that beginning of our day and how we start things. And it always starts for us with that asema, that tobacco that's offered. And tobacco is our chief medicine. It's our most important and very first gift given to us by the Creator. And when that tobacco is passed to Enzo Kit and it's passed to myself to offer some of this knowledge to our people, we take that very seriously. It's such an important part of what we do. And the first thing we do in that morning when that bidaban time comes is to offer that tobacco. I want to give a shout out to my brother-in-law who's with me. His name is Gianluca Richardson Cordero. He is Mi'kmaq. He is from my wife's family. He's my brother-in-law joining us here today. So I want to acknowledge Lucas with us here today. It's also a time where this gathering, Perry, is led by our veterans. In the way that Pow Wow was given to us and how it come to us to this time, it was through those veterans. And we're told even those eagle staffs, traditionally they were kept by the veterans.
That's right. So
our veterans play an important role in our gathering.
Yeah, our veterans, and today we have different warriors that also represent that role of the veteran. We do still have those who come from the military, but we also have warriors in our communities that fight for social justice, fight for our rights to our treaties, all of those things. So now we share that responsibility with others within our community to carry those different eagle staffs.
And we call them Ogichidog. And the spirit that guides them in that work that they do is not a spirit of warrior, being a warrior or being the toughest and strongest. All those concepts of maleness and those macho-ness, that's not a part of our way of life. It's the spirit of service. It's the spirit of that way of our heart. And when it comes to Ogichidog, they are led by that Ginu, that golden eagle, that guards that southern doorway, and that's where those veterans are
the concept of warrior is, that warrior is the one who stands up first for the community and who eats last. You're on both sides of the community to serve, and it's very much like that servant spirit.
So I'm going to turn it over to our head veteran right now, and we are going to honor him as well as all of our veterans, those that have served, those that have volunteered, and as well as those who are modern veterans, those ones who are, we call our Ogichida, that hold up our way of life, defend our way of life. This is our veteran song, and I'm going to go back to Burning Plains Singers to give us that song.
And just because you've been married more than once doesn't make you a veteran.
Oh. All right, Chimigwech Burning Plains, and honored to have Jason Nakaji here to represent veterans. I'm going to ask all of our leaders, starting with our Gima, to post their colors. You're welcome to post that colors. And I'm going to ask people who are live here to please give a big round of applause and thanks to Chief Scott McLeod Shabagishik. Carrying the residential Eagle staff for all women, Councillor June Commanda. Bonjour, June. And of course, we acknowledge June, a survivor of the St. Joseph Girls' School at Spanish, and does a beautiful job in telling her story.
Oh, she does, yeah.
I'm going to welcome Brady Panassi, carrying the residential school Eagle staff for all men.
And quite an accomplished artist, too, by the way.
Our head veteran, a big round of applause yet again to Jason Nakaji.
He's in camo, so I can't really see him.
Looking good, Jason, looking good. Carrying the Little NHL Eagle staff, of course, Nipissing First Nation, the longest held host of the Little NHL, going on 3 years now. Yeah. Carrying that Eagle staff for the Little NHL, the Deputy Chief Mike Sawyer. Mike.
Yeah, 2 minutes for high sticking.
And Perry, when that Eagle staff was unveiled by the host committee, it was the Ojibwe Cultural Foundation, the organization I was leading at the time, that were the first to hold that Eagle staff.
Again.
So I had the honor of holding that Eagle staff for the first time, and it was a beautiful honor. So wonderful.
Awesome.
Carrying the Anishinaabe Nation flag on behalf of our Anishinaabe communities, our newly elected councillor, please welcome Daniel Stevens. Woo! Very nice. And nice to see that Anishinaabe Nation flag draped in orange, the orange color. Yeah, beautiful, in honor of those children and survivors of residential school. And of course, carrying our Nipissing First Nation flag on behalf of our citizens, our Debendagsawad, Nipissing Debendagsawad. Please welcome longtime councillor Rick Stevens. Rick, welcome. And I want to acknowledge those that joined us in our grand entry, of course, our lead dancers. A big round of applause for Tori and Tamara Ojik. Woo! Woo! Their daughters, Nesewen and Zigwen. Round of applause. And of course, my good friend Laura Liberty joining us today. Laura, hey. Wonderful. We love to tease, and Perry is the best at that. We do have a number of gift cards to give away. Wonderful gift cards, and I am going to give them away to the first ones to comment. So the first commenter in our live stream is none other than Courtney Commanda from just down the way in Taganing. Courtney, you are the winner of a gift card, and I should pull out the gift cards. These are from Tim Hortons, and we've got 6 of them to give away. So these cards will go to Courtney. Next one's going to Darlene Dokis. Darlene, congratulations, you're the winner of a Tim Hortons gift card. We also have Natasha Larvier Steele. Natasha was just married last week. Wow. So congratulations, Natasha.
Hey.
You're the winner. Gift. You're the wedding gift from Perry and I.
Yes.
Yeah. So for that, we're also going to give a shout out over in Coochieville, Judy Coochie. You are the winner of a gift card too, Judy, from Tim Hortons. And Melanie Morningstar, Melanie Bocage Morningstar, you are the winner of that too. And I've got one more. I know. And one more to my good friend Matt McLeod. Matt is you're the winner of that. Congratulations, Matt. Send me a direct message, or better yet, send Mindy River a direct message, and we have your cards here. I'm going to try to label them, but we are going to get these gift cards over to you. So congratulations, and thank you very much to Tim Hortons, one of our sponsors. We got a number of other sponsors a little bit later on, but also we want to be thankful of all of those that supported our powwow. So we do have a list of sponsors that we are going to acknowledge, including Canadian Heritage, who provided us that support today. So we're doing powwow, Perry. It's been a long time. Yeah. I haven't done any one face-to-face yet. I don't know if you've been out to any community gatherings at all.
Yeah, actually, was out at a couple of there was hybrid type of gatherings. So yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I know it's a difficult thing to have to produce your vaccine certificate, but it's all about that importance of keeping ourselves safe, keeping others safe. Yeah. Not just mindful of, again, individual rights. It's got to be mindful of the collective rights of everybody.
We've always been a collective people, and we have to protect the collective. Yeah. And so, you have to make that contribution as an individual to the collective, and that's one way to do it.
So our masks are close by. Of course, we're maintaining a bit of a distance here. We've got a screen between Perry and I, so we're trying to do our best to
double vaccinated.
Of course, double vaccinated. Get your vaccine. Please do that.
Yeah, please.
All right, we are going to go to a welcome song, so I'm going to ask Burning Plains to come back. I know sometimes they tend to sing their songs and move on and grab a coffee and grab a refreshment. But I'm going to ask Burning Plains to come back for their welcome song. This drum that you see in the center is the heartbeat and the center of our nationhood. Oh, it's a video. Okay, thanks very much, Sarah. We do have a video welcome song, and of course it's listed right there. Yeah, it shows that I've read this really well. But the drum that we carry was gifted us again from the Spirit at a time when we needed that support. We needed that reminder of peace and friendship. Yeah. And there was a time when we were at war with our neighbors to the west, the Lakota and Nakota nations of the plains. And it was at that time that drum was lowered to a vision of one of our grandmothers, a woman.
A woman,
and
yeah.
that's that spirit that gave that to that men to
women.
make sure that they're singing and providing that service for our nations in a good way, in a gentle and kind way.
That's right. It's always been, our women are the life givers, and they have also brought the life of the drum and other things into our communities. So our women are the ones who hold that position.
And it's an important reminder of that kindness and gentleness that we have as men, that we shouldn't be afraid of showing love, showing affection, and letting people know that we love you. We love you at home. I love you, Perry.
Yes.
That love is
I kind of like
important.
you too.
Oh, thank you. The feeling is, I guess I'm taking it back. It's mutual. We're going to go to a video that's been produced again by Sara Cornthwaite and her team.
Yes.
This is our welcome song for the Nipissing First Nation 33rd Traditional Powwow Virtual Volume 2. So over to the video. Oh, Miigwech, thank you very much. Wonderful song, wonderful way to open and welcome everyone. The purpose of that song, again, is to welcome, to show that welcome. Our people are hospitable people.
Yeah.
It's an important part of our gathering.
That's right. That's why we have Canada today. We were just so welcoming. A little too welcoming,
A little
maybe.
too welcoming. We are going to turn it over to our community leader. He's our Gima. That's what we use to recognize our chief. He is Chief Scott McLeod Jobgijik. His Anishinaabe name is Zongabwid. I'll turn it over to Chief Scott to give us our welcome from the community.
Aninki nawaya, Zongabwid Dijnikaz, Bizing Dunjaba. Hi everybody, it's Chief Scott McLeod Jobgijik here at the 33rd Annual Nipissing Pow Wow. And I want to welcome everybody. This year's theme is to honor the fire. This past week has been a very special week with the first acknowledgement of the National Truth and Reconciliation Day, along with combined with the Orange Shirt Day. And it was a really uplifting week here for us at Bizing. And we're continuing with the powwow, and I'm hoping everybody can join us virtually. So honoring the The fire is something that I think everybody can relate to. I think if it wasn't for the fire, none of us would be here today. And it's really a medicine, and you don't have to be Anishinaabe to understand that, because even when you're sitting around the campfire and you stare into that fire, you kind of lose yourself, and you slip into this window of consciousness, and you start to be with yourself and your thoughts, and so the Anishinaabe people have always known that, and we always use the fire for that window into our consciousness, so we can reflect and think good thoughts and just be a better, healthier person. So we're honoring the fire, all that it gives to us, and I hope you enjoy your day here today and enjoy the music and the singing and the drum. I want to thank all the volunteers that put this together. It's a lot of hard work behind the scenes for all the dancers, the drummers, the drum, all the sacred items, the staffs behind me. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. So miigwech, have a great day and enjoy the rest of our powwow. Bamapi.
Shimigwech Zungabwit. Very nice. We got a small but mighty crowd here in the Garden Village Arena.
Do, yeah.
Please maintain your distance. So stay at home. Enjoy this from the comfort of your gaming chair or your couch, or if you're just still in bed,
or on the toilet.
Yeah, wherever you feel welcome, you're welcome to do that. Thanks very much for that welcome. Wonderful from Chief Scott. It was just just this Thursday. It was the very first National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. It was a national statutory holiday made into a statutory holiday, and it was one of those calls to action of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to make that a full day. So I do want to acknowledge, those survivors that we honored on Thursday, and we continue to honor in our gathering today. Our survivors are so important, an important part of our community.
That's right, and Truth and Reconciliation is really, they're just words, and the question is, what kind of medicine are you going to put in those words? What kind of fire, what kind of shkude are you going to put in those words to make them real, to give them that spirit? And you can say those words all you want, but really it's what you do.
I was just writing something that's really near and dear to my heart is people experiencing homelessness, and
mostly Anishinaabe too.
Yeah, those words that come out. What does reconciliation mean for people that are experiencing homeless, they're experiencing poverty, that are experiencing the continued trauma from that intergenerational trauma, and that's reaching out to this generation and future generations still. So what does reconciliation mean there? And that's important to ask, and that's really why we need to have these days and commemorate these days.
Yeah, we need to have those conversations with each other as individuals, but also collectively, our communities with the non-Native community, and come to some resolution and understanding of what that means.
Yeah. So I do want to acknowledge, again, we wore orange and we were out en masse on Thursday here in Taganing. There was a beautiful walk and a ceremony. I was in the city. I had a few events myself where I was giving some lunch and learns, providing training to people wanting that knowledge and to share that. But, it was a great day to honor those that survived residential schools. Here in Nipissing, of course, many of our people went to those residential schools at Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah, the Garnier Industrial School and the St. Joseph School. Others went to Shingwak. Others even went up to Chapleau. Want to acknowledge a lot of our relatives that went down south to the Mush Hole at the Mohawk Institute.
That's right.
And of course in Muncie, there was a residential school over there as well. So, we need to be always reminding ourselves that was our history. And that, our people have survived despite how much they took from us.
Yeah, that's right.
They took that orange shirt from Phyllis Webstadt. Her name was Phyllis Jack back then as a little girl. And, they took that away, but they couldn't take away everything from her. She continued to have that resiliency and strength to carry on.
Yeah, and the orange shirts and that whole, the campaign with yellow, and people are even taking advantage of that. Sometimes there's places that are selling those T-shirts just to make $1. So be really careful where you purchase your orange shirts. And know where, what are their motives? Where is the money going for that? Because people will take advantage, and it's sad but that just continues the pain.
Yeah, support those organizations and agencies that do that work for survivors, that do that work for Anishinaabe Indigenous culture.
Yeah.
Support Indigenous business, support Indigenous artists. You know, there's some beautiful art on some of those orange shirts and even some orange skirts. My wife Deborah, I'm going to say hi to my wife Deborah.
Yeah.
She got a nice orange skirt, and that came from Council Fire Native Cultural Center in
wow.
Toronto. Andrea Christian, you know, and that organization provided those orange shirts
wow.
for survivors and a few of the guests.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really nice. All right, we are going to go to our next video presentation. It is a women's traditional straight song, and the dancers there are Brooklyn Sawyer, Melanie Bokash, who has her gift certificate here,
Yeah.
Sequoia Twants, and Lorraine Liberty. Gemogi Kwe in Jinkado.
Yeah.
We are going to go to that. This is our women's traditional straight.
Oh.
Women's Traditional Straight. Thank you very much, and thank you to Brooklyn, Melanie, Sequoia, and Lorraine for that.
Beautiful.
Beautiful dancing, beautiful singing. Thank you so much. I do want to give a shout out to a few other people. Of course, those that won the Tim Hortons gift cards, and thank you very much to Tim Hortons for that. We're going to also acknowledge our friends Betty Elizabeth Paywis, welcome. Bebe Shauna, Bibith, welcome. Monique Sawyer saying Anin with us. Jane Commanda as well. Jane, bonjour, good to see you.
Bonjour.
Donna McLeod.
Hey, sister.
The Jobgijic family is on
My
there.
sister.
Ty Commanda. Ty, good to see you. Becca Commanda. Sinikwe, bonjour, Arnya over there. I think she's down in Toronto celebrating Griffin's birthday. Griffin. We're going to be down
Great
tomorrow.
big cake for that
It's going to
boy.
be nice. And how about this? Hello to Charlene Belfoy.
Yes, happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Char. She's the bus
Charlene.
lady.
Yeah, representing our clan too. So wonderful. Happy birthday, Charlene. Tracy Restool, again, thank you so much. Julia Restool, thanks for joining us. My honey, Deborah Richardson.
Oh, of course.
Is joining
My
us.
honey, Laurie McLeod Shabgizik.
Yeah, very good.
Up you on that one.
I want to acknowledge Carolyn Peltier, Odemin Kwe, that's Juanita McLeod. Judy Cucci, thank you, and Becca, and Carol Couliard. Carol, nice to see you. Thanks very much. And so we are live on the feed. I'm sorry if I have to reach over and take a look there, but I do have a question for you. Is that... Oh, we're catching the live feed a few seconds later, and the antics with between Perry and his brother.
He's not my brother.
Yeah.
That's just a rumor.
Those antics have been going on since a long, long time. I do have a little bit of a cash gift prize to give away, Perry. Cash
Ooh.
gift prize.
People use that still?
Yeah, they do. Real cash, no plastic here. And this is donated from the Nipissing First Nation Education Department. And this, again, we're going to try to give this away to NFN youth. And that's going to be a bit of a challenge. We're going to do our best, but I'm going to give 2 of these away if you can answer this question. Okay, answer this question. But you have to answer in Nishnabemwin.
Oh,
So don't give it away. All
No
right.
problem.
Here's the question. On Dejanakazyan. On Dejanakazyan. So answer the question via the
Message board,
Facebook on Messenger. So I'm going to wait and look, see if we...
On the chat.
On the chat. Okay. So taking a look. Who has that? I got to put on my glasses.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah, I'm catching up to Perry. Max, thank you very much. Carolyn Peltier, want to acknowledge Green Medicine. Hey, Melanie joins in and says, Melanie Dijnikos, that is the right answer.
Oh.
We've got 2, how many did I say I was going to give away?
I don't know.
We're going to give away 2, so we need 1 more. And Becca wins. So the 2 winners are Melanie Morningstar and Becca Commande. You're the winner of 2 $100 gift prizes from Nipissing First Nation Education Department. And I do want to acknowledge to give those gifts, Becca and Melanie, also to share with youth, because it's supposed
and
to...
us. Share with us.
Share with us, yeah.
You should see the honoraries we're getting.
So thank you very much, and please put your Anishinaabe name in the chat. Again, on Dejanakazyan, what is your name? On Dejanakazyan,
Anzoka Dijnikos.
Oh, Nishin. Mjakwat Nijnakas.
Bonjour.
Wonderful. Hey, bonjour. All right, we're going to get into our next category of dancing, and that is going to be a men's traditional, one of the oldest style of dance in our powwow circle, and it is the dance of our warriors, the dance of our protectors.
Ooh.
So we have Donald Sutherland, Lance Sutherland, and Tori Fisher, our head dancer, joining in with this one. So I'm going to turn it over to the video. This is the men's traditional here at the Nipissing First Nation 33rd Annual, second version virtual Nipissing First Nation Traditional Powwow. next. All right, our head dancer is just wonderful. I'm watching the wrong screen. I'm actually watching the live screen, so I'm sorry about that, there, producers. I want to give a big shout out to our technical team, starting with All Things Technical. And he doesn't get the appreciation that he does. All Things Technical, the man that does a lot of this work around here, Steve Commanda.
Oh, yeah.
I want to honor Steve Commanda in a big way.
Yeah, I grew up with Steve, I've known Steve all my life. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, and he's been doing video production for a long, long time. But I do want to acknowledge our producer, Sara Cornthwaite, who's producing and putting all this together.
My niece.
Yes. Live stream director is Brady Gunn. Thank you, Brady. Audio tech, Josh McLeod. Camera operator is Caitlin Goulet. Doing a great job, Caitlin.
Roaming
Our
around there with the
cam
camera.
tech is Charles Fiato. And production assistants, Brady Panassi
The man.
and Kelly McLeod. Kelly doing the set design here. So
Liquor
wonderful.
lady, Kelly.
I've got another game for you, and I'm going to ask Perry the first question. I've got 9 gift cards from Metro in West Nipissing. So
the grocery store.
You can win this, and they're $50 gift cards. So this can feed you for a month. Just kidding. Lots of macaroni. These Metro gift cards are if you can answer this question. So again, you can only win once. And if you don't like that rule, Perry just made it up. So you can spam him and ask
I'll
him.
give you his number.
But this is the question I'm going to ask. So we're looking for 9 answers.
9 answers.
9 different answers. And it's going to be via the chat. Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
I'm ready.
Name 9 or name 1. Looking for 9 answers. Just one. All you need to do is just one in your answer. Name 1 Anishinaabe food that you can buy at Metro. Perry, what's the... what
9
would you-
different ones?
No, just one.
Just one?
Okay. Or, as many as you need.
Okay, I'm going to think of 9. Bologna, bologna, click. Bologna, and bologna.
All right.
Different flavors, of course.
I was expecting that. Okay, looking for your answers. So going back to the chat, Wild Rice, Courtney, you are the winner there. Courtney, Thank you very much. All right, looking for another. Corn, Aaron Cornthwaite said corn. So we got an answer there. Thank you. You are the winner. Yes, Carolyn Pelche says strawberries.
Ooh.
Any Anishinaabe food. Looking for a few more. Strawberries, Munich says as well. So Munich, I'm going to give you that as well. So Munich Sawyer. Mendaman, Lori McLeod Jobgivjik says corn. Wonderful. Corn is a good answer. Any others? We could give away a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blueberries. Oh, you already won. Oh, no, Natasha hasn't won. So that's 7. 2 more. Looking for 2 more. 2 more winners.
Come on,
rice.
2 more.
Betty Elizabeth Paywis says rice.
What
And
kind?
1 more, and the next one is Mary Bocage, blueberries. Congratulations, there's our winners. Betty Elizabeth Paywis, Natasha, Mary Bocage, Lori McLeod, Monique Sawyer, and I see Julie in there. Julie, we're going to get you a prize as well. I seen you got in there and I missed you. And then Carrie Lynn and Courtney. Congratulations, and thank you very much to Metro for those gift cards, and enjoy your gift cards. So congratulations.
Yeah, I'd like to do a little shout out to my mommy, Vita McLeod. I know she's out there watching me, taking care of things. She's my warrior, She's, all my life she was my protector along with my brothers and sisters. So a little shout out to Mom.
Very nice, and I want to give a good shout out to my sister Phyllis Anderson, who's we got a chance to visit. I introduced Lucas this morning to Phyllis, and she's our warrior now. My mom has gone to the spirit world, and is joined up there with your dad and my dad. So they're looking upon us in that good way, the governor. But Phyllis has been looking at us, so we always have that protection. I want to thank my sister. So big call out there. All right, we are going to introduce you to our head dancers, and we've already seen our head dancers, Tamara, and of course Tori Fisher Ojik. And I was watching on TV or on the YouTube the other day, and an old video of an event that was happening at the community hall, and I seen Steve Fisher walking by in the video. So
wow.
I was saying, hey, I was telling Deborah, hey, there's Steve. Yeah, so I want to acknowledge the late Steve Ojeek, you know, wonderful
hockey player extraordinaire.
Yeah. And looking at you know, the Ralph Bocage's his number over there, retired number 10.
Yeah.
You know, acknowledging and seeing these people on the video is really, really beautiful.
Yeah, the kindest, most talented, dirty hockey player ever.
So we're going to turn it over to a video from our head dancers, and that's Tori Ojeek and Tamara Ojeek. Over to the video.
I've always learned to dance for others. When I first started dancing, I only had a bustle, and I remember my coming out dance at our Pow about 13 or 14 years ago. And I remember dancing. I didn't even know what I was doing. My uncle Dan Commanda had always told me, you'll never be finished your regalia. So when I'm dancing, I'm always creating new pieces. It's always helped me to live a good life, really, for myself and my family. And I'm always thinking about, you know, when I'm creating new pieces on my regalia, I'm always thinking about myself and my community.
If someone were to ask me if they're shy to dance, I would tell them to just try anyway, and if you're unsure of which style, that it's okay to see which one works best for you or which one feels more your style. When I first started dancing, I was fancy shawl, and I loved the style of dance, I loved watching it, but I'm a little bit more conservative and I didn't really fancy dance how everyone else would. And when I tried Jingle, it just felt right and felt good for me, and it felt like that was my style.
If I could say something to our community members here in NFN, I think one of the things is that we're all here together. We're all here to learn together. We're always here to help. I know our family and other families, we're all here to help one another. And don't be afraid to ask, to seek for things and ask for guidance, whether it's in the Pow circle or, you know, not just Pow circle, but hunting and fishing. There's always somebody willing to help, and that's just what I know here for myself, and what we were taught is, you know, just being there for one another.
All right, Chimigwech, thank you very much. A great introduction to our hardworking dancers, our head dancers. And we are going to go to our next song live right here in the Garden Village Rink. We are going to go over to Burning Plain Singers. This is our female head dancer special, featuring our female head dancer today, Tamara Ojeek, and then she dances the Jingle dress. Jingle, again, is our healing dance of our people.
Right. Yeah.
It's how we get that healing, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. That healing comes through that dress.
That's right, and it's the jingles that brings that sound of healing that you hear when the dancers are all dancing together. The sound has the medicine in it.
And they say that sound is the sound and the reverberations of that first thought of the Creator.
Gijem Nado.
And we call that Creator our Gijem Nado, the great kindness, the great kind spirit, because in that one thought, He thought of us, thought of our lives, thought of everything we need, and even thought of our healing through that dress. So this is our Jingle dress special with our head dancer, Tamara Ojeek, over to Burning Plain Singers. Woo! Switch, Burning Plain Singers. Thank you so much. All right, wonderful song. And those guys are singing around that drum again are Jordan Mowat. Very talented. He's a guitar player.
Ooh.
He's a singer, hand drum singer. Does a lot of great things, and he works in education right here in Nipissing, our territory.
I've heard that guy.
Of course, Tory Fisher, Blair Bocash,
Oh,
Mackenzie
yeah. That
Otteraz
boys.
Eagle,
Yeah.
Braden Kitchgong, and Chris Simpson Johnson from Ganabajing Serpent River. So wonderful to have those singers there. And I want to talk a little bit about that name, Burning Plains. And it's not my story to tell, but back when we were at war with the Haudenosaunee, that we called Nodweag, it's south of us, in Mississauga, Mississauga Anishinaabe territory, that they were very strong in their warrior ways, the Haudenosaunee. But it was those Mississauga that held them off. But they needed something to turn the tide of that skirmish with the Haudenosaunee. They came up the Trent River system. They came up over Rice Lake, and they needed a bit of an edge. So the Mississauga of that territory, they came up and forgive me, Mississauga, if I'm not telling the story appropriately, but they lit the plains afire. And that is a way of how they manage their landscape. The plains that they have, that plain that they carry, that is part of their landscape. They manage the ecosystem in the grasslands by lighting that fire.
Yeah,
Almost similar to what we
that's
do.
we burn our grass every spring.
Yeah.
We don't get a house or two. We're good.
So the Mississauga lit those fires, and the Haudenosaunee is said to have seen that from a long distance away, and that instilled the fear, and actually helped turn the tide of that battle.
Yeah,
so
move towards the Great Peace.
Yeah, towards that. Yeah. So thank you very much to Burning Plains, and that story comes to us from that Mowat family, including Chief Dave Mowat of Alderville First Nation. Great historian and wonderful storytelling.
Yeah, and the burning of the grass, any of that, whenever we do that, what we're doing is we're nurturing the soil for that new grass, those new plants to come. And our family's been blessed with a new little one, Shkudeninj, Fire Hand. And he's watching here today. Falcon, our son, and his partner Marie had their first baby. Going to be a year, I think it's next week. And he's just blessed our family. He's brought a new fire to our family. Nice. So it's wonderful to have him.
I do encourage you, if you are down on Rice Lake, please visit Alderville First Nation, Hiawatha First Nation, and at Alderville is that Black Oak Savanna that they take care of, and that's part of the management of that the community does to take care of that very special place, those grasslands where those medicines grow. So wonderful to have. I do have a couple more prizes for you. These are, again, $100 gift prizes brought to us by Nipissing First Nation Education Department. So please go to the chat feature in Facebook. Brady, do you have your chat going? No? Okay, all right. Go to your chat feature.
You're
and
slipping.
I'm gonna ask you a question in Anishinaabe, and you just need to answer the question. So that shows that you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Brady's got his phone.
Because I have no idea.
Onde gin gokmis and dot. Onde gin gokmis and dot. Yeah. My answer is this.
Anyway.
Okay, so looking for the answer. So going
You
to
use
the
your
chat.
chin too.
Onde gin gokmis and dot. So yeah. Ian says wed over there. All right, so if you can answer that question, you have a $100 gift. Looking for 2 answers. So please get into your chat. This is your chance to win. Do you understand what I'm asking? Onde gin gokmis and dot. Maybe we don't have any Anishinaabe people understanding us today.
Oh, I think we do.
So
They're just shy.
Yeah. So that question is going to
be.
be for you to win. Some of you are probably Googling right now.
Yeah.
So
Elder Google.
do your best. Answer that question. Again, if anybody that's won before, I'm asking you to please ask someone else to take that place. So onde gin gokmis and dot. All right, we are going to go now to the men's chicken. and Talon Bocage is going to be coming to us via video. And the chicken dance is that dance from, again, the prairies, from the prairie parts of our territory. And it really honors that very special bird, that very special benesse that we call the prairie chicken. And it was a symbol, an important symbol of survival for the people of the Great Plains.
That's right. And that's why we love KFC. You know, that's why you see a lot of that at our feasts for our gatherings.
Oh, Brady's giving you a clue.
Ooh.
Brady gave a clue. Miigwech, Brady.
Shame on you, Brady.
If you're on the live chat, open up your
You're
chat
cheating.
feature. Brady is giving you a clue to the answer of Onde Gin Gokmisen dot. So you just need to provide an answer. Not in Anishinaabe, just provide your answer.
Right. Let's
So
get going.
I will give these $100, $200 gift
Or we keep
certificates.
it.
We're going to the men's chicken. This is Talon Bocage live on, sorry, not live, on video. This is the men's
Live
chicken.
on video.
Miigwech, thank you so much. And that is Talon Bocage, and we have a lot of people chatting up Talon on online there. So wonderful to see people proud of Talon and the dancing that Talon does. So thanks so much. We have winners. In fact, I added an extra winner. And the question was on De Gokmisen dot. Where does your grandmother live? And thanks to Brady for helping us out. That shows kindness, Brady Panassi. And
He's just a show-off.
The first answer comes from Donna McLeod-Jabgijic. Yeah, so Perry will hold on to your money. No, just kidding.
She owes me money anyway.
We'll keep it in
From
the
that
family.
last bingo she went to.
Keep it in the family. My cousin Chuck Goulet.
Oh.
Chuck. Way to go, Chuck. So we got a gift certificate for you. And Julia Spratt. Julia, congratulations. Looks like all of our Gokmises live in Tigani, is where they're from.
It's a Gokmis capital Nipissing.
And I want to do a little bit of storytelling of our own here in Nipissing. That story of Tiganing.
Oh.
Yeah, that place of the gardens is where that name comes from. And when we were one of the first peoples, the Nipissing and the Anishinaabe, the first peoples to encounter the Wemtagojiak, the French explorers that came through this way. Remember, at first they were explorers. And the first ones they encountered were what we now know as the Algonquin, the Gitchisipi Rene Anishinaabe, that they were known by that. But then they were given the name, or they imposed the name Algonquin. It's not even a word in our language, but that's they encountered the Algonquin people, then the Nipissing people. And when they encountered our people, again, the route from the Lavaz portages, do I say that right? Portage? From the Lavaz River across to the French River. That was the direct route. It was south of the lake. They stayed away from the Nipissing Anishinaabe because they were told stories by the Kitchisibe Rene Anishinaabe, by others, to stay away from the Anishinaabe at Nipissing.
They're real good hockey players, that's why.
So true. We were actually described in the Jesuit relations as sorcerers, people that practice that bad magic, that can put spells on you and those sorts of things, and they feared us because of that. They stayed away from us, but they did see our place of the gardens. And they seen those gardens from a long ways away. It said you can see our gardens in Tiganing from miles away out on the lake, and that's where the name Tiganing came from.
And the gardens were done in the summertime. It was spring to summer, throughout the summer. We had camps that we moved and lived around in different places around the lake and around the territory. But that was one of our main summer settlements, and that's where the gardens would be set so that we could harvest them in the fall, get ready for the winter. So it was again a little bit of that history of our community.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they don't realize. They think, Anishinaabe were hunters and gatherers, and we did a lot of hunting and trapping and doing that important part of sustenance. But we also were very big in gardening and growing our foods. So.
Yeah, we understood the balance in our diet that we needed. Yes, the moose, the deer, the beaver, the animals were important, but we also had to have those vegetables. I hate to tell you, Bob, but still today.
Yeah, I was offered some salad there a little bit earlier, and I had to ask, what is that? That's that green stuff they serve.
What kind of powwow is this? What's salad doing here?
That's the stuff they serve with our meat.
Yeah.
All right. We do have an intertribal for you, and this is coming to us again from video. And I really want to give a big shout out to those who are helping produce this event. Of course, Sara putting together all this video and her team. Thank you very much to the crew that's here. I do want to acknowledge our youth production assistance team. That includes Talon Bocage and Talon Jameson here with us. Thank you very much, Talon. Wonderful. And a special chimigwech to the Cultural Committee of Nipissing First Nation, consisting of Christina Bocage, who was on the video on Thursday, talking about her.
Awesome video too.
Kim Salvenshi. I'm sorry, Kim.
Those English names are so hard to pronounce.
Salvenshi. Kim, I'm so sorry. I know Kim and I know her well, but I never said her last name out loud in my life. Melanie Bocage, Kim Commanda, Carol Cucci, Jen McLeod, Sue Robson, and Jane Commanda. Jane is online. Over 80 of you online.
80?
And that's 80
all
right now. Over 104 comments, 23 shares, and we are live. People are going to be watching this video on YouTube for a long time to come, and it's really great stuff. All right, we are going to go to the Intertribal featuring our dancers Tashina Sarazin. Tashina is Algonquin and Anishinaabe as well. She lives in our territory. Her family, a great part of our territory. Very talented people.
Beautiful
the
family.
Sarazins, Donald Sutherland joining us from the Moose Cree, the Mushkegowuk people. So I want to acknowledge those Ininu of the Mushkegowuk way. Lance Sarazin of the Anishinaabe Nation. Lance Sutherland, Neben Nakaji, and Cody Matinas. And that is the Intertribal video number 6 in our list here. Over to the video. Intertribal time! All right, Chimigwech, thank you very much. Wonderful intertribal dancing. Tashina Sarazin, Donald Sutherland, Lance Sarazin, Lance Sutherland, Neben Nakaji, and Cody Matinas. Thank you so much. And I do want to acknowledge all of those dancers that have been part of the work that we're doing and part of this beautiful powwow. It can't happen without our singers and dancers.
No, can't at all.
Yeah, wonderful. I do want to acknowledge a few of you. Talon Bocage was featured a little bit earlier, and somebody commented on the chat that he was so talented. I'm not
Groaner.
I'm not going to own that one. I got a question for you. We've been served lunch here, so I want to thank those of you who provided the lunch. Wonderful. We're not going to eat in front of you. We're not going to eat in your ear. Don't worry.
Carla?
But I do have a couple of gift certificates. I got a gift certificate from Subway. So $40 from Subway. That's one big sub.
Ooh.
I got 2 Subway gift certificates, and I'm going to ask you to answer this question. So please go on to the chat. Be ready to answer the question. If you've already won, so please offer it to other people to win. The question is this. It has to do with lunch.
Oh.
All right. Has to do with me, Jim, again. It's not that that's all we have on our mind. But,
Yes, it is.
Okay, we are going to ask you this question. What did Christina Bocage serve Perry and I for lunch last year? And there was a little graphic, a little design that was done. So gonna go to the chat. What did Christina Bocage give us for lunch last year? You can't win it here, Kelly. Sorry. Kelly has the answer. But we're looking for the answer on the live chat. So please, how many people do we have on the live chat so far? Do we have any ideas?
And this would probably be the most favorite powwow food ever.
Yes, yeah. Donna, that is not correct. Nope, Donna, good guess. And that is a favorite of many people. Donna said Indian taco. That's not
it's
right.
close.
Jessica Cormier guesses that as well. Kaylee, Commander McIntyre. No, Indian taco is not the right answer. Thanks, Joanne. Nice to see you. Connie Leslie, nice to see you as well. Everybody's guessing Indian tacos, but it was not Indian tacos that were served to us. And we have an answer. Mary Bocage, bologna and fry bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, Megan, nice try. Betty, nice try. Bologna and Becca, you win, but you've already won a gift prize already. So who's going to type bologna and Bannock? Geraldine! Geraldine, right in your backyard. I'm gonna walk this money over to you, or I'll send somebody to give you. So Geraldine is the winner.
I can't believe more people didn't get bologna and Bannock. Come on, guys.
And who was the first one? Mary Bocage. Congratulations. Or did Mary win already? I'm sorry, Mary. I might.
We'll have to check with the judges.
We'll give it to you, Mary and Geraldine. Congratulations. I'm going to write that down. Yeah, this is fun. Having a little bit of I can't spell Geraldine and talk at the same time. Nice to have a fun game going as well.
Yeah, especially about food.
Yeah, and learning a little bit about Anishinaabe too, our language.
Yes.
A lot of people, we talk about the dialects of our language. Anishinaabe is how we call our language. It is our way of speaking, our way of sharing in Anishinaabe, our way. Mm-hmm. But some people use that term Ojibwe Moin. Ojibwe is a certain dialect, a western part of Anishinaabe Moin. But the very first people to learn our language and come and classify us, is for a lack of a better term, impose names on us, we're the linguists, and that's where a lot of these names come from.
That's right. Our names, our original names, we had a different way of doing that. And today we're sort of, been colonized, and so we sort of take the style of names from the European descendants, which is not our way.
Yeah.
A lot of us are coming back to finding our names, though. Yeah.
So Ojibwe Win, we like to say here in Nipissing, we speak Nipissing Anishinaabe Win. That is our home language, and it's so important. We need to invest in that. We are developing a language strategy, implementing the language strategy to this day, and we need the support of our chief council, all of our community, to invest in language. because we, if we don't have language, we don't have our way of knowing, our way of being, then we're just colonized. We're not going to survive in that way. And we got something special about being Anishinaabe.
Yeah, bo chug.
Yeah, those are our terms. That's we need to codify that and put that in an Anishinaabe dictionary.
That's right.
Chog,
With pictures.
Chog. All right, we're gonna go to a live song. We have got our live head dancer special. This is the men's traditional. Again, the way of dancing for our warriors, our providers, our hunters, and to tell us that story through his regalia is none other than our head dancer, Tori Ojik. This is the Burning Plain Singers, our men's traditional live here in Garden Village in the Nipissing First Nation traditional powwow. Ho, 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 ho!
Okay.
Much. Wow, great song. Killer song, guys. Burning Plain Singers, I really love that. Big shout out to Sheena Sarazan singing behind those guys. Yay, nice to have Tashina here. She must have heard us talking about her.
Oh yeah, got right in there.
Those ears, they're just very, very sensitive. Wonderful. We're having a great time here. There's maybe a couple dozen here people. And again, encourage you to please don't come to the. I know you're hearing the drum. There's a temptation to come down the road and visit us here. But just for safety's sake, please, keep watching on the virtual feed. That's really wonderful. So that was a great song and a great dance. Thank you very much to Tori. Giving a great exhibition of the men's traditional.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the powwow so far?
Oh, it's awesome. I love the I know there's not a lot of people here, but the kids running around. We still have that atmosphere, that powwow atmosphere with family, friends, food, all of that. And the food was awesome.
Yeah, wonderful. I want to shout out to Carla's Kitchen. I want to thank Carla Lewis.
Yeah, Carla and Crystal, yeah.
Thank you very much, Carla and Crystal. Carla, you've been doing such amazing work. I'm just so proud when I see one of my sisters and a good friend and cousin-in-law doing such amazing things.
I got one question for Carla though. Where's the ketchup?
Hey.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. So thank you very much to Carla and Crystal. Carla's Kitchen. Lots of great food, lots of great, so check that out on Facebook and, you might want to try that out as part of your lunch in the coming days. I want to thank, of course, our sponsors. And I want to acknowledge Canadian Heritage for their ongoing support of our powwow, and that is the heritage arm of the Government of Canada. So I want to acknowledge, Canadian Heritage. TC Energy, one of the partners here in our community, and of course Nipissing First Nation, our chief and council, and our cultural committee for helping us. So thank you so much. And we do have a youth special. And that's that language special. So I want to thank the Education Department from Nipissing First Nation for supporting us on that. So congratulations to Mary for that Subway gift card, and to Geraldine over there winning those gift cards. So wonderful to see.
Just dishing the money out today.
It is great.
Are we a bank? What's going on here?
We do want to acknowledge that strength of womanhood, Kwewug, in our communities.
The life givers.
They are the life givers, the ones that provide us that our very first teachings when we come and we start to crawl, we start to cry, we start to walk. And I'm going to ask my brother here, Perry, how is a grandfatherhood? How is it being a grandparent?
Oh my God, oh my Creator. It's awesome. You think like it's just Shkuda Ninja is our first grandson, both Lori and I, and we're just overcome with joy. He's at our house right now. I can't wait to leave the powwow and get back to see him. But being that grandparent, that Mishomis, is something you can't really prepare for until you're actually there. And it's a combination of when our kids were small, having those babies, being the parent. But it's different. It's a whole new level of parenting, and so it's undescribable to share. See, I'm fumbling over my words because it's hard to find, especially English, to find the right words. But it's just wonderful. We're just so happy, and we can't wait for Echo to start hers.
I was going to say that to my children, but I'm not going to put them on the spot.
Yeah.
But and Lori and Perry, you are great Mishomis and Gokmis for those ones, and great teachers. So I do want to acknowledge that life that is given, and that life comes from Kwewug, and it comes from a very special place. It starts with that beautiful love and respect between man and woman. It starts with that beautiful part of this life, and extends to that children. And that's where that love, that teaching of love comes from. It's that unconditional love between mother and their child.
Yeah, and something I heard, I used to hear this before, is that children are gifts from the Creator. And I always thought that was kind of an odd thing to say. But I realize now, for me, it's our children bring gifts for us. They are not the gifts themselves, but they bring gifts. And part of our job as parents, grandparents, uncles, aunties, is to help guide them in their life and joining the family.
And that water is a part of that story. When that little one comes, when Shkude Ninch comes, it came with that water, that birth water, one of those 5 kinds of water that we acknowledge, and it's the women that keep that very special water, and it's that water that brings that one into this world, into that physicality.
That's
and
right.
it's that water that surrounds them. It's their first experience from being a spirit being to a human physical being.
Yeah, and it's the balance of that fire and water, the fire being the spirit, and that water carrying that spirit into the physical realm. It's such a beautiful balance that our people have always recognized. It's in our teachings, it's in our ceremonies, it's in our language, it's everywhere.
we're going to begin honoring Anishinaabe Kwewag in a very special way through the Fancy Shawl Straight song. And we do have an introductory video for that. And we are going to go to that song with Lindsay Cucci, Tashina Sarazin, who is here live, but she's going to be on the screen as well, Avery Sarazin, and Hayden McLeod. This is the Fancy Shawl Straight song. I have a mouthful of food. Women's fancy
What else
shawl.
is new?
Perry and I just saying it's hard to eat fast. We're having a good time. Perry and I getting a chance to shout and
Visit.
yeah. And Perry wants to acknowledge, of course, his daughter.
You know, we were talking earlier about our grandson or our grandchild, and I just wanted to do a shout out to Marie, Shkure Ninja's mom. She is such a wonderful mom. She raises him with such kindness, and she's brought so much to our family. I just, the biggest chimigwetches from us to Marie for helping bring that Shkure into our lives. So it's really important.
A couple of acknowledgments from me. I had breakfast in Sturgeon this morning, and having breakfast there was Liz McLeod and Judy Commanda. So it was nice to see them, and wonderful to enjoy and celebrate our elders. I also want to acknowledge it's birthday time for Grace McLeod. Grace, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Bishkan. And of course, my son, Migwan's Asses, or Griffin Asses Gulay Zongabo. It's his birthday this week, and we're going to be celebrating by going to the final Blue Jays game of the season. And I hope there's something to celebrate there, but it wasn't looking too good when I checked yesterday. So Griffin, Migwan,
Put your sama down.
myself and Lucas, we're going to go to the Rogers Center, and we're going to have a great time and
Hot dogs.
probably eat a lot of hot dogs, a lot of popcorn, a lot of good times. I do have some more gifts for you, and we've got gifts from Canadian Tire. We've got 4 $50 gift certificates from Canadian Tire. So open up your chat, and I'm going to ask you a question. So what is your favorite style of powwow dance? What is your favorite style of powwow dance? Again, you cannot, if you've already won a prize, we are going to go with people who haven't won yet. So what is your favorite style of dance? So June likes the beautiful shawl dancers. June, thank you so much. Wonderful June June watching from home. All right, Megan, Jingle. Laura Lindsay says fancy shawl, and Connie says fancy shawl. and
Disco-
Joanne,
Disco's
fancy
not
shawl.
there?
All right, there's our winners. Thank you very much. Laura Lindsay, Jessica Cormier. Sorry, you guys are going too fast. Megan.
Slow the dancing
Laura,
down.
Jessica and Connie. Those are our winners. Megan, Laura, Jessica, and Connie. Congratulations. You're the winner of gift certificates, $50 gift certificates from Canadian Tire. So
Ooh.
congratulations.
The
So-
man store.
Yeah, wonderful. So Mindy, if you could take a look at that. I want to acknowledge Mindy joining us here. So give Mindy a big round of
Yes.
applause.
Mindy the miracle worker.
She's doing a wonderful job, and so happy to have her. And I was describing her to Lucas as the executive producer of what we're doing here.
La-di-da.
All right, so those are those gift certificates. So I want to make sure that I write those down. So, I'm trying to be a good administrator here as well.
Yeah.
We got $200 prizes, and this is from, again, Nipissing First Nation Ojibwe language. And I'm going to ask you a question in Anishinaabe win. And you can answer in English or answer in... you can answer in French if you want. Answer in Ojibwe.
Chinese?
Yeah, you can do whatever you like to do. And here's the question. The question is, Onde je b'matsian? Onde je b'matsian? So what is your answer to that? So again, looking for
Let's
your
see.
answer. Ian, onde je b'matsian? Oh, nishin. Oh, nishin. Bimad.
Me too.
Minnow bimodis, not bimodis. All right, so looking for your answers. Do you mail them out? Connie, that is a great question. So yes, we will mail them out. So we're going to reach out to you. All right. Joanne, thank you very much. Mishima, Donna, you've already won though. So thanks for
Stop
telling
it,
us.
Donna. That's enough.
Shin, says Natasha, but you've already won. Donna, you've already won. Looking for the answer.
Those McLeods, they're greedy.
Ondej B'Matsian is we're looking for your answer. Oh, and Joanne says Nishin. All right. So Joanne, you are the winner of the $50 gift certificate. So and Joanne P. And looking for another winner, Nishin from Betty Paywis. Betty, congratulations. You are the winner there. All right, and we have given out more prizes. So again, we are going to take your names, and we might have to reach out to you by Facebook. And we do have a few more to give away before the end of the afternoon. My name is Bob Goulet. Bonjour, Jacquet Nishnakas Migazine Dodem. Minopimadis Nongum. Yeah, and it's a very nice, beautiful day here. A little bit cool, but not too cold. A little bit rainy here. If you are away from the territory, if you're living off, or if you're coming to us live on Facebook or YouTube away from the territory, I want to welcome you, and happy to be your MC.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a little traffic report here in Garden Village. 2 dogs chased a car. That's it. End of report.
I seen your auntie in the Tim Hortons drive-thru yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I got nothing for that.
We're going to go to the Crow Hop. So our Crow Hop is one of our social dances. Powwows are about celebration. Powwows are about learning, and it's also about, ceremony at the sacred fire. But it's also about enjoying our time, our time together. To give us our Crow Hop, we want to welcome Mackenzie Otter Eyes Eagle is dancing to this one. Tayton Mianscom, Talon Bocage, and Trent Bocage. This is an exhibition of our social dancing. This is the Crow Hop here at the Nipissing First Nation Virtual Powwow.
Da
All right, miigwech, great dancing, wonderful dancing. You know, I want to talk a little bit about where some of these dances come from. I'm not going to tell the story of the jingle dress, but I do want to tell the story of the keepers of our ceremonies and our ways of life. I identify as Midewan Anishinaabe. I come from a lodge, a traditional society that we call the Three Fires Midewan. Mide means, it comes from the root word ade, the way of the heart. The Midewan is that way of the heart. We're the keepers of the knowledge, the teachings, our songs. And for the longest time, we were also the keepers of this jingle dress. We actually had what was called the jingle dress healing dance society in our lodge. It's a bit of a mouthful. It's a bit of a mouthful in Anishinaabe too. But it's in this ceremony where we had that healing. We provided that healing for those asking for it. And we see this at the powwows as an exhibition dance. Oftentimes when I'm emceeing, Perry, I ask people to come forward with their tobacco. Come and hold on to that line that we have around the powwow grounds that represents the spirit world, to put your faith and your hope into that powwow. But there are still places where we have that healing ceremony in its original way, and that is in our traditional societies.
Yeah, it is. And again, not getting into the story, but just the origin of where the jingle came from was again from our women, our Quiwak, where that vision came, where that dress came, and it has grown in such a beautiful way that it was originally in our nation, but now other nations have taken that, not taken, but have accepted that medicine from that jingle dress, and now you see the jingle dress dancing happening at every gathering there is. It's always a part of it, because we need to always stay focused on that healing, and the jingle dress focuses on that when it's done.
Yep, and it comes from that place in Whitefish Bay on the what's called the Lake of the Woods in Treaty 3 in the Anishinaabe territory, where that jingle dress again was founded by the White family. I want to acknowledge the White family and the family that brought us that jingle dress in that place. In our society, when we have this dress, it's the men that they have the healing fan, that eagle fan that is symbolically lowered from that place in our lodge and held to the men to provide for the healing. And it's those the jingle dress dancers, the women, that take that fan, dance 4 times around that lodge, and actually go to those ones that are actively seeking healing. They sit there and they receive that healing. And sometimes that healing comes in the form of a physical reaction. Comes in the form of the coming of that spirit, and that healing starts to happen in that way. So we need to make sure that when those things happen, that it's done in a caring way, it's done in a kind way, a gentle way. We lower the lights. The singing is just right. There's such a kindness there from the singers. You feel that power. Those dancers, they dress in a certain way and actually cover their face in order to make sure that you're seeing the dress and you're hearing the dress and you're being given that spirit, and it's not just a person that's there. It's that healing comes from the spirit.
That's right, and there are specific protocols on receiving a dress, and if you feel the calling, it's not just about going out and buying one and wearing. There's a process for it, and if you really feel that calling for our Quiwak, is you need to go and find those teachers, those grandmothers who know those protocols and those teachings, and let them guide you to be able to accept that dress and make it a part of your dancing.
Great teachers in our territory, of course, Marie Eshkabuk Trudeau, Chance Trudeau.
Chance, her daughter, yeah.
Just beautiful knowledge that's carried there from close by, Menadome Minnesing, from Wikwem Kong in our territory. Again, a true story, Perry. I was on eBay. And I don't know what I was looking for, but I actually found, I think I was doing some research for some training that I was doing.
Sure, it wasn't eBay.
It was, you could actually buy an authentic Arapaho jingle dress. And to me, that's a bit of a contradiction in terms. It is truly Anishinaabe.
Yeah.
The jingle dress is uniquely Anishinaabe. So we're going to go to dancers Laura Liberty, who's here with us live, but she's also going to be with us in this video. Tamara Ojik, of course, our lead dancer. Zigwan Fisher, Nesse Win Fisher, Suzanne Campo White Duck. Going to also call upon Charlotte White Duck, Reed Bocage, Sachi Win, Bocage Armstrong, and Charlie Marlowe to be in this jingle dress special. So we're going to go over to, this is our jingle dress special today. Over to the video. All right, thanks very much. Wonderful exhibition on video, but we also are fortunate to have a live jingle dress here. Our live jingle, our jingle dress dancers are just about ready. We're getting all set to do that. We do have a couple of more gift certificates to give before the end of our session here, including our next question in Anishinaabe win. I'm not going to give that yet. That's coming up next, so stick around. Call your aunties, call your cousins that come on the live video. But I do want to acknowledge a few people who are live with us. How many people do we have online, folks? I want to acknowledge Donna and Courtney, Heather Smoochie, June Commanda watching us from home. Looking good. Carla, thank you. Thank you for sharing these stories. Francine Fanel. Wonderful.
Wow, I'm
Julie,
impressed because there's a TV bingo going on right now that we're competing with.
Oh, bingo. I miss bingo.
The sacred ceremony of the Ojibwe.
Yeah. Indigenous games. Yeah. All right, our next song is going to be a live jingle dress dance. Our cameras are ready. I want to thank our camera operators who are with us, Caitlin Goulet and also Charles Fiato, doing a great job showing us just how this looks, how this feels. And it's hard to do. via,
This.
YouTube and Facebook. I do a lot of training. It's hard to do that training in that environment when you don't know if you're, reaching people. So your comments are so important.
Yeah.
185 comments so far.
Wow, holy.
Yeah, very nice. And keep them coming. Keep them coming. All right, we are going to go live to the Burning Plain Singers. This is Tamara Ojik, our jingle dress dancer. Take it away. Sidestep song here in Nipissing First Nation. All right, Chimigwetch, thank you very much. Burning Plain Singers, a great host drum here this afternoon, and of course our lead dancers. And thank you very much, Tamara Ojik, representing that jingle dress very, very well, and your daughter out there.
And Burning Plains is leading in the drum competition today.
They are, yeah. They're gonna sweep all the categories. I do have a few gift certificates to give away, so hold on for that. Make sure you're telling your family to be online, because we do have 3 more $100 gift certificates.
Gee, this is just
left.
like TV bingo, eh?
It is. More bingo here, more money here than bingo. It's almost like there's more bingo than here than in Shawniga.
Now you're talking crazy.
We're having a great time. We do have some Men's Fancy coming up. Men's Fancy, so we'll be going to that. Although I see grass here, I'm going to have to just get a clarification, because I'm showing video at 11 is grass or is it fancy? I don't know. So looking for some help from our team here. But I'm going to offer an opportunity to engage with you as we get those answers. Looking for, yeah, thank you very much, Judy Cucci. And it is grass coming up. Okay, so just going to ready the video, folks, for that grass. So I do want to acknowledge Benabe Kwe, Jinkazo, Perry's wife, Lori McLeod-Jabgijik. Yep, Lori is a generous woman, a generous person in everything she does. She won a gift certificate, Mindy, earlier today. I do believe it was one of the Tim Hortons gift certificates. She wants to donate it back to Geraldine McLeod, right here in downtown Taganing.
Yeah.
Geraldine is being honored by Lori because of how she takes care of our historic wild rose bushes here in the village.
Yeah, I mean, Lori and I like to be able to go and harvest there every year. And Geraldine just does a wonderful job of taking care of them to make sure, you know, the bees get to do the pollinating, that the rose hips go nice and red and are ready for harvest. She does such a wonderful job.
Yeah, every time I walk by here, we make a point to stop and acknowledge that rose bush, those roses that are there, because not only do they, we remember them when we were kids.
Yeah.
There's lots of places that had them, but there's so much medicinal value to them, to carrying those rose hips and those parts of the plant that provide that medicine.
Yeah, those I remember as a kid, those rose bushes. So those are prehistoric. Rose bushes.
I want to talk a little bit about my brother-in-law who's joining us today, Lucas. He's way in the back there. But Lucas's family comes from a place in the jungle in the Amazon River in Lima, or in Peru, a place called Iquitos. And it's those places that keep a lot of our medicines and carried a lot of our medicines and that knowledge. And so we appreciate those knowledge carriers that have provided us that information that we use today. And there's a lot of medicine there in the jungle.
And the strongest medicines on the earth today are from North and South America. The places around Asia and all the other places, the medicine has been overused and really over-harvested. So, most of the world now looks to North America and South America for the medicine that exists here because it's still, somewhat untouched in a way.
Yeah. And I want to hold up, Lucas, Gianluca, who often speaks about how he uses those medicines to, keep your body in balance, the teas that we use, and even had a conversation the other day about those bees, how it's important that we need to have the pollinators. Without the pollinators, we can't have our traditional medicines.
We're done if the pollinators don't do their work.
That's right. Acknowledging the powwow, the next powwow category that we are going to introduce is the men's fancy. The men's fancy is the dance of our those younger ones, those warriors, those ones that carry on the work from the old ones. When they dance, we're not doing fancy, we're doing grass. Check that. Let's start over again.
Yeah.
We are doing the men's grass dance again. We started the day off with the men's grass, and we are going to acknowledge Nibin Nakaji, Cody Martinez, Francis Bocage Armstrong, and Peyton Bocage. And this is another exhibition, a video exhibition of the men's grass dance category. right, having a great time. How about everybody here in the Taganing rink? Let's hear your voices. All right, wonderful to hear. I see Liz over there. Hey, Liz, how's it going? Many folks joining us today. Chief and Council still here, enjoying themselves.
Can't get rid of them.
Has nothing to do with the free food we
Must
have
be
here.
election coming up.
Wonderful to have our council members here and family here joining us as well. So really great spirit, really having a good time. Those of you joining at home, I have gift certificates. I've got 6 of them. And I want to acknowledge Zach Frawley from Ottawa. Zach, I'm going to give you a gift card.
One of the Frawleys.
Zach, I was on YouTube last night. I swear to God, on YouTube last night, watching Dan Frawley fights on YouTube.
Dan Jr.
Oh, and I was having a good time just watching Danny take out a few pieces. So I'm giving this to Zach Frawley. And Zach, because you're calling out from Ottawa, so thanks very much. I want to acknowledge you there in Ottawa. I also got a gift card for, I seen somebody earlier, Sara Cornthwaite. Erin joining us.
I don't know, that sounds fishy to me.
Because she acknowledged she's joining us from Cornwall. So
Cornthwaite, Cornwall?
Cornthwaite, Cornwall. I've got 3 other gift certificates of $25. If you could tell me where you are, where are you? And if you're coming from outside the territory, acknowledge in the chat where you're from. Looking for the first 3. Actually, we got 4, looking for 4 people. Where in the territory are you from? Yeah, nice. Sarah, thank you very much. Zach, you win a prize. Lots of videos of the fights. Yeah, I've seen them. Manitoulin Island, Alexis, you are one of the winners. So Alexis, I want to acknowledge you. Alexis Lewis, all the way from Fredericton. Laura Lindsay.
Whoa, that's
Laura,
far.
thank you. And that is called...
Laura Lindsay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, very cool. I can't spell Lindsay while I'm talking at the same time. Laura, nice to see you. Oakville, Julie Spratt. You already won, Julie. I'm going to have to pass you over.
Too
That's
bad.
Okay. Wendy Larvier is with Mackenzie at Sick Kids. So a big
Wendy.
shout out to Wendy
Yeah.
and also Mackenzie. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're
Mackenzie.
being cared for well. And then Connie Leslie, you're the last winner over in Windsor. So Connie Leslie. So that's all that we have in terms of gift cards. And those are from Tim's Convenience. So Tim's Convenience, and these are gift cards. When you are in the community, please come and enjoy them at Tim's. Thanks very much. Krista in Curve Lake, thank you so much. Krista's watching from Curve Lake. So again, around the corner from my place. Yeah, Becca, thanks. June is in Taganing. Wonderful to have you all here. Thanks for being a part of our great gathering. So we do have an intertribal video coming up with Tori Fisher, Zigwan Fisher, Nisse Win, Tamara Panassi, Talon Bocage, Trent Bocage, Hayden McLeod, and Riker McLeod. So lots of dancing to go. We've got a couple more songs. We are going to go over to the intertribal video. So over to Intertribal.
Hey! I like dancing because I get to dance with others and my friends and family. I feel happy when I'm dancing.
I remember feeling that drum for the very first time, beating in sync with my heart, and I was attracted to it. I was overtaken by it, and I knew that it was something that I wanted to carry with me, that feeling for the rest of my life.
It feels nice to teach my sister how to do things like I can, because then she'll grow up to be able to dance free. I'd love to learn how to jiggle dress dance because I find it sounds like bells ringing when I dance with when they ring, and it's such a sweet sound.
When I put on my jingle dress for the very first time, I remember feeling like this is it. This is that piece that might have been missing.
Why I dance is for my daughters. They inspire me to come out of my comfort zone and dance within the powwow circle. I want them to feel confident and natural for them to dance.
I'm proud when I dance. I like to dance.
Yeah?
I like to powwow.
Miigwech, thank you very much. That was about why I dance, and it's an incredible theme. And we were talking about that, that calling that you have when you become a dancer. And Perry was talking about becoming a jingle dress dancer and how that comes to you, how you're motivated by the spirit, and that's how a lot of dancers pick up this vocation of dancing in this way.
Yeah, and it's one of the gifts that our children bring is that joy of dancing. All children dance, but not all adults do. Even though we should find which dances we can express our feelings, our spirituality, our culture, our ways. But children teach us just how beautiful that is, and how so pure when they're dancing. They don't care about how they're seen. They just it's purely spirit. It's that spirit that's dancing still. For, those children, and they remind us of that, teach us about it. And it's a beautiful thing to see our children dancing.
Yeah, and how it's handed down in your family. So I look at Tashina Sarazin and her little ones that are now
big
older
ones.
have grown and picked up that dancing. And I think back to learning early on from Linda McLeod when she was teaching a lot of our young ones. And
you were a dancer.
Yeah, I was a dancer.
I've seen you in the disco thing.
And I see Gail over here, so I want to acknowledge Linda and the dancing that she brought us, the teachings that she brought us with that dance, on the shawl, and how we dance in that way.
That's right, and then the outfits, as you see the dancers who just start dancing, how their outfit develops, it becomes a part of their expression of who they are, their clan, their colors, all of that begins to evolve in their outfit.
And our lead dancer tells us that, Tori Fisher tells us that regalia that he wears, that's a part of him, that he started with that bustle, but then, it became part of just who he would become, who he is now as a husband, as a teacher, as a father, and then very soon You'll never. It comes quickly. A grandchild, grandparent.
Show 'em, miss.
So we are going to turn it over to Ojik. He is our lead dancer, Tori Ojik. We're going to do this live coming to you from right here in the center of our rink here in Garden Village. Burning Plain Singers, give us our men's traditional hooka hooka. Oh, 2. This is a sneak up song. It's a song about agility, a song about telling that story, and a beautiful story that Tori Ojik is going to tell us. Tori Ojik and the Burning Plain Singers, a beautiful demonstration. Beautiful. And if there were men's traditional all throughout here, they'd want a second song. Yeah. That's how it goes. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it goes. I do want to wish a very happy birthday to Gloria McLeod, a 12th birthday. And she's a great Harry Potter fan, so a big love and happy birthday from your family.
Big
so
one, too.
Happy birthday, Gloria. And I do want to acknowledge Sara Cornthwaite had redonated her gift. Please don't everyone do that, but she did that kindly. But Krista had already answered. So Krista Commanda, you have a gift certificate of $25 from Tim's coming to you. So we are going to reach out. And Krista, of course, is coming to us live from Curve Lake. And again, that's Mississauga territory. Curve Lake, a beautiful community there on in the Kawartha Lakes, part of Mississauga or Mississauga Anishinaabe territory.
Wild rice country.
It certainly is, yeah. So Krista, congratulations. We do have our prizes coming up, so we're going to save them because they are $300 worth of prizes. $300 prizes coming, and you're going to have to answer your clan in Anishinaabe and win.
Oh.
Yes, so wait for that. So the next is going to be a side step. Again, a side step is going to be given to us in video form by Tamara Ojik, Suzanne Campo White Duck, and Charlotte White Duck. Oh, Charlotte going to be featured here.
Yeah.
So let's go to the video, the side step. Onde gin do de mug. Onde gin do de mun. That's the question I have. We already have one winner, Veronica Bocage, but you have to answer in Nishnawbe. So again, this is a prize. We got $300 prizes. So Veronica, you are the winner of one. Onde gin do de mun.
These guys are psychic.
Yeah. Oh, Moos. Shin. Okay, looking for your answers. Veronica, yes, you did win. So you are the first winner. Ondegin. Donna, you can't win again. Sorry.
Nice try.
Yeah. Donna, nice try. Ani Kenneth. Tracy says Jogge. Yeah, Tracy, you are the winner. Tracy McLeod Henslick.
I don't see Dodem there.
Oh, Mick Kenneth, you are the next winner. Kenneth, congratulations. Kenneth's last name is not Amick, it is Szyminski. All right, and that is from the Nipissing First Nation Education Department, and the question was Onde Gin Dodeman, Mos Dodeman, Veronica.
Uh-huh.
Tracy Jogge Dodeman, Tracy.
Shage.
Amick Dodeman, Gin Kenneth Szyminski Jinkade. Those are the winners, and the question is, what is your clan? And the clan of Veronica is Moose. The clan of Tracy, and that's Tracy McLeod Henslick, is Jogge, which is the Crane clan, and Kenneth is Amick, and that is the Beaver. So thanks very much for all of you participating. Julia, you're a Makwa clan. Jody is a Beneshi clan. Brady saying Beneshi as well. Wawashkesh, Natasha, Beneshi, Brogan. Wonderful. People knowing their clan, and that's an important thing to know.
Oh, it is, yeah. So it's who you are. You know, it's that connection we have to creation, our clan.
Vanessa,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say this out loud, but happy birthday. I
Tomorrow.
have somebody telling me to tell you what that number is up there.
Yeah,
but
I'm not doing
going
it,
there at
no
all.
way.
Yeah. Vanessa, happy birthday. Hey, nice to hear from
Yes.
you. I hope you're doing well over there in Odawa.
That'll be our next
Odawa.
question with prizes is, how old is Vanessa?
How old is Vanessa? No, don't put that in the chat. Don't put it. Happy birthday, Vanessa. No Dubishkan, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Proudly representing the
Gule.
Gule clan.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're nearing the end of our powwow. We do have a couple more videos to go. I have no more prizes to give away, but thank you for all of you who participated in that. Thanks to Tim's Convenience, thanks to Subway, to Metro in Sturgeon Falls, Canadian Tire. I hope I didn't miss any. I know, thank you very much to those that donated. So the Nipissing First Nation Education Department,
Yeah.
my Auntie Soupy, Chimigwech. Thanks for being a part of that. And of course, our sponsors, again, very proud to have our sponsors. That is Canadian Heritage, TC Energy, and Nipissing First Nation. So thanks very much. All right, so we do have a couple more songs. We got one more social dance song for our dancers, a dancers special. This is going to feature a number of our dance veterans. Blair Bocas. Speaking of veterans, I seen Danny Commanda having breakfast this morning.
Oh, did
So
you?
a big shout out to Danny, and you know, he's a big founder of our powwow. I want to really
yeah.
shout out to Danny. This is such great work, amazing work. Anyway, Blair Bocage, Tori Fisher, Lance Sarazin, Mackenzie Otter Eyes Eagle, Trent Bocage, and Donald Sutherland are going to give us the Duck and Dive here at the 33rd annual second version of the virtual Nipissing First Nation powwow. right, thanks very much. Wonderful duck and dive from, again, Blair Bocage, Tori Fisher, Lance Sarrazin, Mackenzie Otter Eyes Eagle, Trent Bocage, and Donald Sutherland. And Perry and I, watching these videos, you know, such great dancing today.
Yeah. It's beautiful to see. And, you know, we've been instructed to find a way, you know, and in these times with COVID times, where we have to find ways to be able to still, you know, celebrate our days, to celebrate our culture, to come together in gatherings. We got to find a way, and this is a beautiful way that we've been able to do it. Nothing like face to face, but hey, this is working pretty good.
It is, yeah. I want to shout out to my girl, Catherine Faith, hopefully watching down in Toronto. Of course, Migwans and Griffin at University of Toronto, doing great stuff there. Fiona, who's at the yet to be renamed Ryerson University. So Fiona Fairbairn, you know, doing really good in her studies, and acknowledge our oldest, Deborah's oldest, Jasmine, all the way down in Atlanta. So some of us sometimes worry about our loved ones that are abroad and in other places, and dealing with COVID at the same time. But I want to shout out to all of our children in that good way.
And I'd like to do the same thing if you're going to do it. I'd like to shout out to my wonderful love of my life, Lori, who's been just my, you know, my strength, been everything to me. I can't, you know, thank the Creator enough for bringing us together. Our children, Falcon, Dakota, Echo, Angel, and you know, and Marie and Shkude, and Echo has a friend, Eric. I want to shout out to Eric too. You know, so family is the most important thing.
Eric, I got to meet you.
Yeah, you're in for it now. Yeah. But yeah, no, family is everything, and so we need to keep that in mind in our communities. And today is a day to celebrate that fire in our families. You know, it keeps us together.
And I want to shout out to all of our families, everyone that's watching. If you're joining us live on Facebook and YouTube, if you're watching this even later on, we're acknowledging you, showing that love and kindness to you in that good way by sharing this beautiful activity that we call Pow Wow. We are going to honor our veteran right now. This is Jason Nakaji. He is our veteran that's been asked to lead our gathering today. So we're going to honor him with this song. We're going to ask Burning Plains to get us this song ready. This is going to be our flag song in retreat. Oh, we are going to wait for a few minutes as we're trying to put together our final song. So yeah, no problem. Do want to acknowledge again all of those that provided us that support. So again, the thanks to our producer Sara Cornthwaite. So I'm doing my best at pronouncing your last name, Sara Cornthwaite. Our live stream producer is Brady Gunn. Thank you so much. Audio tech is Josh McLeod. Thanks, audio. Camera operator is Caitlin Goulet. Caitlin doing a great job. And our cam tech, another camera tech, is Charles Fiado. And of course, our production assistants helping us throughout is Brady Panassi and Kelly McLeod. Thanks, Kelly. And thank you very much, Brady. And a big shout out to our youth production team, Talon Bocage and Talon Jameson. Thanks very much. Wonderful, wonderful job. Again, shout out to our cultural committee, Christina Bocage, Kim Salvensky, Melanie Bocage, Kim Commanda, Carol Cucci, Jen McLeod, Sue Robson, and Jane Commanda. We sat on cultural committee for a long time.
Years.
Yeah.
And of course, all the Nipissing crew or team that's made this possible.
And that is the team of our cultural center. So that's Mindy Martel Larvier, Glenna Bocage, Gail McLeod, and Ian Campo. Big round of applause for all of those at the cultural center.
And anyone we missed.
And of course, all things technical. Big round of applause to Steve Commanda.
Yeah. Woo! Woo!
Great on. Thanks very much.
Now that the bathroom break is over, we can get back to business.
So again, we are going to honor those that are carrying our Eagle staffs and our staffs today as we, again, we're going to go one more time to the drum to give us this song in acknowledgement of those eagle staffs, our eagle feathers that are adorn these eagle staffs, and we acknowledge them in that good way. We're going to do 2 push-ups of the flag song, followed by not a retreat song. We don't call it a retreat anymore. We are going to call that the victory song. We're going to end with a victory song. So over to Burning Plains Singers. And we're going to acknowledge the Nipissing First Nation Eagle Staff Carrier is Chief Scott McLeod Jagijik.
No relation.
Counselor Jude Commandant carrying the residential school Eagle Staff. Residential Eagle Staff for the men is Brady Benassi. Veteran is Jason McAgee. Little NHL Eagle Staff Carrier is Deputy Chief Mike Sawyer. Carrying the Anishinaabe flag is Counselor Daniel Stevens. The Nipissing First Nation flag is Mike Stevens. Thank you to all of our flag carriers and those being a part of our flag song, our grand entry. McLeod brings around this Eagle staff one more time, followed by those other Eagle feathers. We acknowledge this beautiful day that we spent together in powwow, in celebration of our ways of knowing and our ways of being, celebrating what it means to be Anishinaabe, to celebrate this good life and to celebrate family. We also acknowledge those that survive residential schools, those that did not come from residential schools, that did not come home, those children that we continue to seek out. We acknowledge you in this beautiful time. We acknowledge you as part of that work towards truth and reconciliation in Canada. Big thank you to all of our dancers and all who participated in our powwow, this beautiful 33rd virtual version of the Nipissing First Nation traditional powwow. Oh, Chimigwatch, thank you. Big round of applause here, and thanks to Burning Plains. Big thank you to all of our dancers. Thank you so much. Wonderful. And thank you so much to all of those who made today possible and offered all of those credits earlier. But in addition to that, we want to acknowledge the firekeepers, because this is about keeping that sacred fire strong. I want to acknowledge Ian Campo, Joe McLeod, Xavier Bocash, Trent Bocash, Talon Bocash, Marcus Armstrong, Ross McLeod, Tyler Bocash, Nova McLeod, and Marcus McLeod. Thank you so much to all the firekeepers for what you do.
And we may have had some coming in, briefly to help out. And so thanks to all of the helpers around that fire. is it's really important as a community that we keep the fires burning, that we keep that sacred fire burning. And I don't mean just at these fires, but in our community, to keep that kindness, that love, that being together, the importance of that fire in our community.
I also want to acknowledge Tim McLeod at Tim's Convenience. Thank you very much, Tim, for your donation. You're always a great supporter of our powwow. So, very, very big thank you there. To Subway, Canadian Tire, to Tim Hortons for the donation of gift certificates, Nipissing First Nation Education Department for providing those cash gifts and making us think of Anishinaabe Win first. That's so important.
And I want to thank Maple Leaf for making such good bologna.
No. I want to thank our sponsors, and beginning with Carla's Kitchen for a beautiful spread, beautiful lunch. Thank you, Carla.
Carla.
And thank you, Crystal, as well, for being a part of that. And I do want to thank our sponsors, Canadian Heritage, TC Energy, and Nipissing First Nation. So any last thoughts, Perry, on this great gathering we had today?
Well, these gatherings just make me so excited for the next one. Every time, every year that, we've been in the powwow business here in Nipissing for a long time, every year is always more exciting. And there's always more challenges, which makes it more exciting. So I'm looking forward to next year to see how we can, still make the online stuff still a part of that physical powwow, because there are some of our people that can't quite make it, so we still need to make it somehow available for them as well. So I'm thinking, that this won't totally disappear, but we'll make it a part of our coming together in a physical form, but also have that available for people who can't be there.
I think it's a real learning experience that we can be resilient and use that strength to make something that we can celebrate. Even if it's by Facebook or YouTube, or if it's Zoom or WebEx, and being able to continue with our way of life, to teach, to learn, and celebrate what it means to be Anishinaabe. And that's what I really celebrate today, and that's what I take away from what powwow is for me.
And when we get together, whether it's you and I or the community together, we like to tease each other, because when you tease in our ways, if we don't tease you, we don't like you.
So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who joined in the live broadcast, who watched us on the live feed on Facebook and YouTube. For those of you who may be watching this a little bit later on, you may not have caught it live and catching it on YouTube as a rerun, but this goes out to you too. This is our gift to you, the gift of the songs, the gifts of these dancers, and so much to celebrate being Anishinaabe. So I want to say Goab Minpi and Chimi Gwechkina for each and every one of you for being a part of our gathering. We're going to go to Burning Plain Singers to give us our final song of the afternoon, and that is the traveling song. So take it away, Burning Plain Singers.